Today we have the Tecno Pop 8, the cheapest new phone from Tecno that you can get today. Priced at just under $100, it is a great option for those who are looking for an affordable phone. But does it offer good value for money? Let's find out. When you unbox the phone, you'll find everything you need right there. It comes with a clear phone case to protect your device, a charger with a cable, and even wired earphones. This is a much better experience than the one you normally get from premium flagships from the likes of Apple, Google, and Samsung, where you only get the charging cable, yet they are worth much more than this phone. The phone might not win any design awards, but for what you pay for it, you're getting a good looking and practical phone. Its back, just like several other Tecno, Infinix and Itel phones, has that iPhone-like camera bump. It's made of plastic, which is rightfully so as it is a budget phone, and one of the best things about it is that it has a matte finish, so you won't get fingerprints and smudges even without a phone case. The phone is also comfortable to hold, with its flat edges and curved corners that fit nicely into your hand. On the right side, you'll find the volume buttons and power button, which also doubles up as a fingerprint sensor. Flipping it over to the bottom, you get your headphone jack, a speaker, a Type-C charging port, and a microphone. Over on the left side, there's a slot for your dual SIM cards and microSD card, so you can expand the storage if you need more space. And one last cool thing, the phone has dual speakers, one at the top and another at the bottom. This is a feature you don't often see on budget phones, so it's a nice bonus for getting richer sound. The Tecno Pop 8's display is a mixed bag. It has some impressive features, but then again comes with some limitations, which is typical of budget phones. You get a big, beautiful 6.6-inch display. That's a lot of screen real estate for watching movies, scrolling through social media, or gaming. It also has a 90Hz screen refresh rate, making scrolling and swiping super smooth compared to the standard 60Hz found on most phones. You also get the option of adaptive refresh rate, so it automatically adjusts depending on what you're doing, saving battery when not needing it. This is a big shame for Apple, considering that they expect you to get a phone that costs an arm and a leg but still doesn't have a quick refresh rate. The screen of this phone is an LCD display, which means that the colors and contrast might not be quite as amazing as some AMOLED displays you find on pricier phones. The picture quality is still good, but don't expect it to blow you away. Another thing to keep in mind is that while the display is bright enough for indoor use, using it outdoors can be a bit of a challenge. On a sunny day, you might find yourself cranking up the brightness to see what's on your screen, and you'll still struggle. And let's not forget about the chunky bezels, especially the bottom one. The phone also has a dynamic port feature that displays notifications in the style of Apple's dynamic island. It creates a bar that provides quick notifications for things like charging and battery low. The dynamic port also allows users to interact with notifications without unlocking the phone or switching apps. Altogether, I'd say that the Tecno Pop 8's display is a great choice if you're on a tight budget and want a big screen for everyday tasks. You'll get a smooth viewing experience, and the dynamic port adds a touch of convenience. But if you're a stickler for super sharp visuals or need a phone that works very well outdoors in bright sunlight, you just have to spend more money. When it comes to performance, this phone stays in the middle between doing its job well and hitting its limits. Under the hood, you've got a Unisoc T606 processor. It's great for everyday tasks like browsing the web, checking social media, and using your favorite apps. It's kind of like a reliable, fuel-efficient car. It gets you where you need to go, but it won't win any races. The phone comes with either 3GB or 4GB of RAM, which is again pretty standard for a phone in this price range. If you can spend a little more, opting for the 4GB version will definitely give you a performance boost. Storage space is another thing to consider. The Tecno Pop 8 comes in either 64GB or 128GB options. Again, for basic use, 64GB might be enough for your photos, apps, and music. But if you take a lot of pictures or videos, you might want to consider the 128GB version, and you can always pop in a microSD card for even more storage space. Here's the bottom line. For most users, navigating the phone's menus, using essential apps, and watching videos should be a smooth experience. But if you're a power user who likes to run multiple demanding apps at the same time, you might find the phone stuttering a bit. The same goes for gaming. Casual games like Subway Surfers will run just fine, but don't expect to play heavy games on high graphics without experiencing lag. As a matter of fact, I don't think the heavy games will even be able to start in this phone. This phone runs on Android 13 Go edition with iOS 13 on top. This combination offers a lightweight software experience designed for budget phones, but it also comes with extra customization features. Android 13 Go is a version of Android designed for smooth performance on devices with lower RAM, offering a streamlined experience, but it may lack some features found in the standard Android 13 version. iOS 13 is Tecno's own skin over Android and provides some additional features and customization options on top of the stock Android experience. This can be a plus for users who like to personalize their phone, but it also has bloatware, of which some can be uninstalled and some can't. This software setup is ideal for those who want a clean and efficient phone experience. It's perfect for those who don't need all the bells and whistles of the latest Android version and appreciate some light customization options. However, if you rely on specific features only available in the full Android version, it goes without saying that this is not for you. Moving on to the camera, let's be honest here, this phone won't win any photography awards, but that's kind of expected for a phone at this price point. It's not meant to be a professional grade, but it can still capture decent memories under the right conditions. On the back, you've got a dual camera system. The main lens is 13 megapixels, but there's also a 0.08 megapixel secondary lens that doesn't add that much value. The selfie camera is an 8 megapixel lens, which is about average for a budget phone. In good lighting, the camera can take acceptable photos. Colors will be decent and you'll be able to capture those everyday moments. But as soon as the lights get dimmer, things start to go downhill. Expect to see more noise in your photos, blurry details, and an overall drop in quality. The selfie camera follows the same pattern. Good enough for a quick social media post in decent lighting, but low light selfies will be quite basic. Video recording is another area where the phone keeps things simple. Both the front and rear cameras can record videos at 1080p resolution, but the quality is just okay. Don't expect to capture cinematic videos here. The picture quality basically reflects the phone's price tag. It can capture usable photos in good lighting, but struggles in low light and lacks advanced features. If basic photo capturing is enough for you, this camera will suffice. The phone shines when it comes to battery life thanks to its massive 5000 mAh battery. For most users, this should easily translate to a full day's worth of use without needing to look for a charger. The one area where the battery situation takes a bit of a hit is its charging speed. It uses 10W charging, which is pretty slow compared to what most phones offer these days, so it can be a significant drawback for those who need to recharge quickly. This phone emerges as a serious player in the budget smartphone game. It's a great balance between affordability and features. You're getting a big, beautiful screen with a smooth refresh rate, a battery that lasts all day, and enough performance to handle everyday tasks all without breaking the bank. But then again, the camera won't win any photography awards, charging speeds are on the slow side, the display resolution isn't the highest, and you'll find some bloatware pre-installed. This is a phone ideal for budget-conscious users, light phone users, and those who prioritize battery life. It may not be a powerhouse, but it offers a compelling package for the price. For similar options in this budget range, you can check out the Itel A70, Infinix Mat 8, Redmi A3, or the Samsung Galaxy A05. Thanks for watching. I'm Milan and this is Fuzitech. Subscribe.